Hey guys, What5 here with episode number 2 of the West Ham career mode on EAFC 24. Kicking it off, we have got to address the issue of Cresswell at left back. Obviously, we sold Emerson, we tried to get Ian Matson, didn't work out. Chelsea didn't want to sell to us, so we have to go for some other options. One of those being Digne. Unai Emery was being a real pain in the ass to deal with. Wanted way more money than we were willing to offer. Kind of didn't really work out, so that meant we had to go into this game against Chelsea with Cresswell at left back. Now this game against Chelsea was a bit of a weird one because for some reason Chelsea were playing like the free agent kits or something like that. Obviously you can see there Robert Sanchez has his kit. They're wearing a white kit. It's the free agent white with the black stripes. I don't know why they were wearing it. Maybe they haven't had the kits fully in the game yet. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe that's the third kit. I know that's not in the game yet. But yeah, a bit of a weird one. For some reason it was playing out like that. But you've got to keep rolling with it. And Cresswell once again gets out-jumped at the back post. The teams are targeting him because they know he is our weak link in our defence. And that is exactly what Madueke does. Early doors, he makes it 1-0 to Chelsea away from home. Insane save from Sanchez there. Just sticks out his foot, reactionary. Stops Jared Bowen from getting us back onto level terms. And we go into the second half. This is always going to be a difficult game. Obviously we did lose the first game of the season 5-3 to Bournemouth. Had a few more games under my belt after this one. After that Bournemouth game, went on Ultimate Team, played a bit of squad battles, played a bit of online, kind of got to learn the gameplay a bit more. And I think you can tell with the amount of chances we're creating. As in the 60th minute against his former team, Tammy Abraham makes it 1-1 on the score sheet. And the second half, we've been playing well. We've been playing against the run of play, using our counter-attack playing style that we did set up in the previous episode, and it's worked out quite nicely for us. I think maybe against teams I'm stronger against, I don't know if you can do this, but we'll change the playing style to maybe wing play, because Jared Bowen and Kudus and Ben Rama, they're all kind of our stronger players, and we have the big man in the middle that they can cross it to. So maybe we'll do that against teams we're kind of the favourites against, whereas against Chelsea, against City and Liverpool and all these other teams, we'll play the counter-attacking style. And it seemed to work once again here as James Ward-Prowse scores his first goal in a West Ham shirt. He makes it 2-1 to ourselves. And just like that, the game is flipped on its head. In the space of 10 minutes, we're going from being 1-0 down to 2-1 up as Willy Gnonto using his pace to get the better of the defence in these late stages of the game. He's closed down quite nicely by Gusto. Has a great shot, but again, another great save from Robert Sanchez does deny us the chance of basically putting the game to bed. And there's a real chance here now for Chelsea to hit us on the counter-attack. We've only got a few men left back as Caicedo charges down this right-hand side. Little 1-2 with Nkunku. Skips past Cresswell. He's the weak link. It's played across. Rabiot with a great header. It bounces across the goal line. And thankfully, it doesn't go in. We end the game 2-1. We pick up our first 3 points of the series. And it's the 3 points that West Ham picked up in real life against Chelsea. So that is a nice victory for ourselves. Goals for Ward-Prowse and for Tammy Abraham. Top notch. Tammy seems like he's a good signing so far. He's paying off. As we move into mid-week games, we are in the Carabao Cup. We're taking on Colchester, I think this is. I might be wrong. But this one, I'm just going to show the goals. Pretty simple for this one. But 6 minutes in, the first chance, a great save from Areola. Second corner, it's whipped in the exact same place. This time it goes into the back of the net. You can probably tell by some of the names on the pitch we're playing a rotational team. I haven't got a rotational left back, so Cresswell has to play in this one as well. They almost go and make it 2-0 from another corner just before the hour mark, but there's a chance here for us to counter-attack as Fornals just danced on these defenders. I don't know if it's because they're lower rated or because of whatever, but Fornals was really, really nice in this game. He felt really silky. And eventually it does find Nonto, who finds Kudus to score his first goal for West Ham. It's going to be difficult. I think I'm going to put Kudus, I'm going to train him to become a left winger. He's going to play on the left-hand side. Bowen's going to stay on the right-hand side. And then Paqueta in the middle. So we'll have 3 left-footed attackers behind Tammy Abraham in the starting 11 in the first team. Because Kudus just used a lovely bit of skill. And like that, from the 60th minute he scored his first. 62nd minute he goes and scores his second. Flips the game on its head. We were underperforming and thankfully he dug us out of this one. We are going to go on to win this one 2-1. We progress through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. And it's a trophy I'd like to maybe win this season. I think a Carabao Cup victory would show the intent that we have with this West Ham team. And that moving forward, we want to battle with the big boys, basically. As we come into this one against Brighton, they're another team similar to us. Want to be battling with the big boys. They maybe go about it a different way than we do. But, yeah, we all want the same thing. We all want to win the Premier League. Lovely save. You can see from this game and the game against Chelsea, Areola got dropped after that game against Bournemouth where he conceded 5. And Fabianski has been actually really, really good. As 19 minutes in, a great save did result in a corner for them. And then from that corner, they eventually hit the crossbar. So very unlucky for Brighton. Quite fortunate for ourselves, but similar to every team so far this season, Cresswell is getting targeted. It's, becoming a real problem now. Obviously, we couldn't accept the deal on Digne. We're going to have to go and look for another player that can play left back. As they go and hit the crossbar again, they hit it basically in the exact same spot as where they did the first time they hit it. Moving into the second half, another chance is coming their way as Lallana finds Solly March, little 1-2 between them, and a lovely shot, but a great save from Fabianski keeps the game tied. Not the best of clearances, it did just find another Brighton man, and they're going to come right back at us. As Veltman finds Billy Gilmore. Gilmore's going to find Lallana. Just had a shot saved. This time he has one blocked. Thankfully, neither of them went in, and it is still 0-0. It's still all to play for. Getting into the later stages, if we can score now, I'd probably put us as favourites to get a victory in this one. As Ward-Prowse threads the ball down to Jared Bowen. Little one-on-one with Estupiñán. Cuts inside onto a stronger left foot and just bullets it across goal. Makes it 1-0 to West Ham. And rather against the run of play, using our counter-attacking style, we do go 1-0 to the good. Tried to shut up shop here. Brought on Susek to win the headers. Tried to just shut it up. Try and play it safe. We lose the ball through Ward-Prowse, and they're going to come right back at us as Danny Welbeck looks to play the ball across to Estupiñán. He finds Ansu Fati making his appearance for Brighton. Kufau just kind of spins him. Doesn't quite work out. Lovely tackle from Kurt Zouma, but we just cannot clear the ball from our own penalty spot as Moda finds Lallana. Holds off Ward-Prowse really nicely. Little 1-2, little quick kind of nimble play here. And eventually it finds Estupiñán, who puts the ball in the back of the net. Back on level terms in the final minute of the game. Brighton bring it back to 1-1. Really unfortunate there. And I really thought we had a chance of winning this one. But we potentially do, because a huge gap has opened up and Ward-Prowse shoots it. Trying to go for the near post. The keeper kind of read it perfectly. And from the resulting corner, it's whipped in by Ward-Prowse onto the head of Tammy, and it just goes over the crossbar. 2 late opportunities to regain our lead. It didn't quite work out. Overall, we probably deserved to lose that game. Brighton with a much better team. But I will take a point away from home at Brighton now to address the left-back situation. Kyle Walker-Peters. I'm actually quite stunned that no one picked him up in real life to come up to the Premier League, especially one of the mid-table teams. He could definitely slot in at one of these teams. That is exactly why we're going to pick him up. Easy wages. Nice, simple, cheap fee because he did get relegated. Southampton can't be asking for too much. And what we're going to do is we're going to convert him to a left-back. So we're going to have Cresswell and Walker-Peters on the left-hand side. And, well, maybe it was going to be Ben Johnson and Kufau, but this deal kind of seemed too good to turn down. It was 2.3 million plus Rooney, Budgie. Now, I've heard a lot about this guy. He's like kind of the next big thing. He's insane on Football Manager, but I'm not too sure how he is on FIFA, so I kind of just accepted the deal. He's 17 years old, 68 overall, so he's got to be half decent. So Ben Johnson is gone. I think that's a brilliant deal for ourselves, but that now means we need a right back, and we're on deadline day, and there's only an hour left. So it looks like we are going to be going to January with Kufal as our only right back, and potentially without Paqueta, because Liverpool did come in. They kind of tried to negotiate with us. We wanted that 50 million at least. Klopp said no. They walked away. We count down deadline day. And that was that. The squad is now set in stone until January, where I probably think I'm going to sign maybe a goalkeeper. But that has been it for this episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.